So what I'd like to show you is what the classified system is like from the reader's standpoint. This is what your readers will see every time they go to your website, and what you'll promote, obviously, is for your classifieds online. We have a couple of unique features I'll show you when we get into it. But as a reader, what happens is they log on to your website, as you see here. There's a button or an image or whatever you like on your website that tells them place classifieds or browse classifieds. In this case, they're going to place a free classified here because we encourage free classifieds online because it actually increases your print revenue because people will go through it to place a free ad that normally would never put them in print. And as you can see in our system how it works, that they'll be able to choose a newspaper to run, and that's very important. So what happens here is they come to this branded site of the newspaper, which is the Weekly News, and it's branded with all their information on here, their classifieds, their news, their ads, everything from their paper is put on here. If a reader comes here and wants to place a classified, they first have to register. By going here to fill out all the information, they put all their information in here that we want to know about them and assign themselves a username and password. At that point, they sign a user agreement which they can read, and what happens is they will get an email sent to them, and once they get the email, they click on the email they get. It verifies their address, so we cut back on spam and any issues, and they'll be able to place an ad. All these registered users, it's very important to understand, belong to the paper. They're all your registered users, and they'll become very valuable for us one day when we offer them a lot of these features that we're introducing to be able to push them ads and things like that. So what happens right now is I'm going to sign in, and I'm just going to sign in with my own password and username. And I'm going to sign in as if I want to place a classified ad. It takes them to a home page. This is where all their information will be tracked. Everything is here. It's really important. If they want to post a listing, this is where they go through to place a listing. So to show you an example, what I'm going to do is select an auto. I'm going to go on here and pick a car. This is going to say how many weeks we want it to run online free. We only offer them 4 weeks online free because we don't want them to put up their 52 weeks. We want them to keep coming back. We put question marks up here to explain everything to people, what a listing type means, what a category means, what this means. We want to make it as simple as possible so they can place the ads with ease and get through the experience. On the next thing, it's going to ask us to post up the information. I'm going to put some pre-populated stuff in here. I'm going to take this as my headline for now to make it easy, and I'm going to put this here, and this is the ad that I'm looking to post online. Okay, so I'm going to take this information just to clean it up a little bit for our sake today, and this is what I'm posting for my ad for the Toyota 4Runner. I'm going to hit next. Up here we have an opportunity to allow them to put images up online. The first image is free. So what I'm going to do is look for my image on here because it would be on their desktop. And here it is here. And I'm going to upload it. If I wanted to put up other images, I can put up other images, and it's going to come up and show them at $1 an image. They can put this in here. Now again, this is strictly online fees, and this is online. If the paper has an option to place classifieds with photos, photo classifieds, they can put a rate in the system and it will calculate it for the people at the end. But right now I'm going to proceed to the next step. I have an opportunity to make it a featured listing or highlight it, and this is strictly information that's on the web. When it's on the web, these are features that only are on the web, nothing to do with print, and it generates additional revenue for the publications. So I'm going to pick a featured listing right now. I'm going to hit next, and this is the very unique part about our system. We really like to encourage print advertising. And what happens is, although the ad is free, we want to encourage people to say running your ad in print increases its exposure. What you're looking at here are all the papers of a group in New Jersey. These papers all belong to one media group. They're running with us. This will give the circulation of the paper, the information, and the costs for the ad that they just placed down here on the front system. They have an opportunity to look at deadlines by hitting the question mark. It'll tell you when the deadlines are of the papers, and it also gives the information in the newspaper because at this point, if there's a problem with it, this is where you'll lose people, but we don't want you to lose revenue. So what we do is we allow them to have a phone number here of the paper so they can contact them directly. But what I'm going to do is look at this and say, you know what, $61 for an ad is an awful lot. And that's what happens. People will place a larger ad online because it's free, and we don't want to discourage them from running it in print. So what we do is we allow them here to cut the ad down, and it explains it in the detail here a little bit. But I'm just going to go in here and delete some of this, recalculate the prices, and you can see it dropped the price to $31.07 for the print ad. Now I look at that and say that's reasonable. I think I'm going to take these two papers because I'm interested, and they also have the option to pick how many weeks would they like it to run. This paper has a 4-week auto special, but it can be any amount of weeks just like your rate card, whether it's 1, 3, 6, 13, 20, 26, 52, or any thereof. We can add any combination you want to here. And again, there's question marks here that explain what it is. So I'm going to pick 1 week in here for now. The nice thing to understand is if we pick a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks, when the ad comes up for renewal, the customer is going to receive an email to renew the ad online. And that's an important feature. So what I'm going to do is I did everything I wanted. I checked the papers I want, my ad's okay, the weeks are okay, I hit next. It's going to bring me to a summary page. What you're looking at here is something a little different as well. This was the original ad they put on the website, which was a larger ad, and it's a 4-week period on the web. But if you notice, here's the newspaper ad, which was a little bit shorter. So we keep the ad they had on the web so they don't have to go crazy trying to redo it, and that explains it in step 4. And here's the ad they had. This gives them a summary of what they're paying for, the featured listing, the 2 newspapers, there's 1 free image. If there was a price for the paper, the fee would come up here for the image. The total of their ad is $71.14. It pre-populates all their billing information because we have it in the system. They go in and put their credit card number in, they put their security code, they hit post my listing, and the ad will appear on the website. As you can see here, not that this one will because I didn't post it, but it would appear on the website over here. And it also gets emailed to the paper, and there's a way for the paper to get it on the back end. So when a reader comes to the site to view ads, they also have the opportunity to email ads to a friend. They can map, they can find where the location is. They also have a way to report abuse. If an ad is something that's abusive or inappropriate, they can report it. We take it down and look into it. So it's a very clean system for the reader. It's very easy for the newspapers, and it will generate a lot of revenue for the papers through placing ads online.